13. Hi, I'm Pikmin. Welcome back to some Pikmin 2 in the magic of post-com late in editing because audio corruption. Seriously, this video has had a time trying to get out. It really, really has. Just because, well, this is actually the 4th time. Most of you guys know that the dungeon took 3 times to record, then I lost the last few floors, had to re-record them, and then my commentary corrupted, so I'm having to do this post-com. But this does give me the time to make a necessary update. But before I do, let's talk about Man at Legs. Man at Legs is really the same type of story, it's just different about it. Same strategy works as before, same everything. Just be patient. And don't do what I did. Seriously. Don't do what I just did. Well, bitter him if you're enraged, but don't fight him the way I did. The way I fought him was stupid. So I'm going to talk about the things that need update list. Please appear on the right. Alright, first thing is the state of current affairs. Pikmin 2 is almost done. I have one more dungeon left, and there is a total of 8 videos left in the project as of now. Once those 8 videos are done, the project is done as a whole. Which is kind of a deal, I'll be honest. Other than being recorded after I record the files, by the way. So, by the way, I do not know how that blue thing is applied to the name here. Just get one, so 8 videos left to Pikmin 2. After that, there will be a short break while I get content prepared for my next LP. But after that, we just have, well, we'll be starting my next project. My next project will actually be finishing up Mario Galaxy. After that, I have some other stuff planned, which we'll talk about later. But my next game is going to be kind of a long one. Well, after Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy is basically. Talking about where I am on other shows, many of you guys know I am doing a versus Cross Strand. You can find a link to that in the description. Watch it. So you also know that I've reached 40 subscribers. Woohoo. Is there a 40 subscriber special coming? Yeah, but I couldn't tell you when. It's more, I need to get it done. It will probably come between, after Pikmin 2 before Super Mario Galaxy. But, other than that, that's really it for things going on this channel. Talking a little about the future, I'm going to try to get as many videos of Mario Galaxy out as possible over the course of the summer, get them recorded, because, as many of you guys know, at the beginning of August begins marching band season, and as many of you know, I usually am lucky to get 3 videos out during marching band season. I plan to get as many as I can pre-recorded and upload beforehand, but I don't know how much I'll be able to record once band season starts. I'll try my best, but no promises. Although I do have some fun stuff planned. And talk about other places where I'm jumping around a lot. I am starting a new collaborative Let's Play channel. You guys will probably have seen the channel trailer for that. The channel trailer is going to come out before this does. But that's really about it for update stuff. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about? Let me think. Actually, that's it. So, back to the game. We're fighting Beating Loglegs right here. It was just as much of a joke as he was the last few times we fought him. We've only fought him once. I don't think I spoiled it. Okay, good. Speedy long legs. He's a joke. What else is new? But other than that, I mean, this cavern's basically done. You may have noticed a theme with the treasures. They're all gyros. You may have noticed a theme with the last couple bosses. They were both spiders. Well, some of you guys may think it's a little weird. I mean, after all, we haven't had any other spider bosses in the game. Are we going to have another spider boss? I don't know. Actually, I do know, and you're going to know in the next floor because, as I told you with the intro screen, the next floor is the last one. So, we're just going to carry this treasure back and kill some weevils. By the way, if you are going to complain to Picklepedia, which you can do post-game if you want, this is a great floor to get all the weevils. If you don't get them here, there's another floor we can get all the weevils, which is really just as good. It's really whatever boats your float. And if this doesn't boat your float, then I feel bad for you, kid. But that's it. Talking about, I guess I'm going to talk about a glitch I heard about at one point, which I'll be able to tell you about once I get a move on. What am I even doing here? I don't know what I was doing here. Oh, I remember. I was showing off this. If you... Because there's a feature of blue Pikmin I never got an opportunity to show off. I'm going to show it off now. If you have blue Pikmin in the water... If you have Pikmin in the water and they're drowning, if you throw blue Pikmin at them, they will throw them to safety. Still hard to get that set up, but yeah, that's the thing in this game. It was a thing in Pikmin 1, and it's a little better in this game, I think. Everything's a little better in this game. It's why I like the game better. The AI's a little better, the Pikmin look a little better, the graphics are a little better. The game's a lot longer, which I am okay with because, you know me, I love my Pikmin 2s. Alright, we got one floor left, and this last boss is not hard, says the person who had to reset on it. Alright, last floor of the dungeon, actually the only unique boss fight in this entire cavern. So last floor, we had spider. The floor before that, we had spider. So clearly, considering there is a spider web on the floor in the background over there, which you can kind of see better now, and considering we have jelly floats everywhere, which looks sort of spidery, the last boss fight in this cavern is the water wraith. Yeah. Thank goodness we don't fight the water wraith again, that would suck. Actually, no, the fight against the water wraith is really, really easy. You have to take out the jelly. You don't have to take out the jelly floats first, but it makes your life easier. Why would you do something that makes your life easier? I mean, if you want to make the game more challenging. In the game, some people complain this game is too easy, and I don't blame them. This game is pretty easy. But if you want to make the game harder, just don't use your purple Pikmin. Seriously. Bam! There's your challenge. Yeah, a lot of the enemies are still easier than they are in Pikmin 1, but you don't have things that are unfairly broken. This was my main problem with Pikmin 1. A lot of the enemies, a lot of the instances where you lose Pikmin is just unfair. I know that it's starting to become a why I think Pikmin 2 is a better game than Pikmin 1 kind of spiel. And honestly, both games are amazing. You feel like it's all up to preference. So, but at the same time, I'm just telling you why I think Pikmin 2 is personally a better game. If you agree with that, great. If you don't agree with that, then you're allowed to be wrong. So now, we have the boss fight, which I believe I use a spicy spray here just because I have the leaves in my party. It's Raging Long Leg. really long legs on steroids, which would be a threatening fight if he didn't move so freaking slowly. Seriously. Not that many of the boss fights in this game are that hard, but he's very predictable, he's very slow, very methodic. Besides, you can do what I'm doing right here to land extra damage on him. But, yeah. So, that's really about it. I really can't think of anything else I really want to say about Pikmin 2. I mean, again, I love the game. I don't think I'll ever stop loving this game. It is, even with Pikmin 3 out, this is still my favorite Pikmin game. Just because there are a few things Pikmin 3 did that I didn't like. I guess I'll talk about this. By the way, a blanket spoiler alert, because I will be talking about the ending. I loved everything Pikmin 3 did, except for a couple things. One, they got rid of White Pikmin. I love White Pikmin. I was really sad they weren't the main story. Two, got rid of the C6 form, which also made me sad. I understand why they did it, but that doesn't make it any less frustrating. And third, I hate the ending of the game. Not the ending as in the story's ending. The ending as in the last level. Okay, this is about where we're actually going to get into spoiler territory. The ending of the game really stinks. And it's because it's an escort mission. You have to escort Olimar down a tree, and you have to dodge the plasma wraith, which is played up like the water wraith, and it's actually just as stressful your first time. But I don't know, I never liked it. It made the last level really not fun to play. Don't get me wrong, I love a challenge just as much as the next guy. But it didn't really feel that triumphant, and the ending of Pikmin 3, I mean, I don't think it soured the entire experience. I think Pikmin 3 is still a great game. I just would have done the ending a little differently. But that will do it. We're going to escape this to the surface with our Pikmin next time on Pikmin 2. We will be covering the Dream Den. Actually, it's a lie. We're covering some above ground stuff first, then we're covering the Dream Den. Have fun with that. Thank you, and good night.